The city is sleeping, but the day is already awake. Inside, a few people. A light clicks on. A kettle sighs. A pair of shoes waits by the door, like two small promises. Out there, it's cold and too early. In here, it's warm and easy to stay. And this is where the quiet battle happens. Not between good and evil, or dream and doom. Between what you said you'd do and how you feel right now. We're taught to chase the spark, to wait for the perfect song, the sunrise, the video that flips a switch inside us. But the spark is a flirt. It changes its mind. The main idea is simple. Discipline beats motivation.
If you want to learn English through real stories that touch your heart, don't forget to subscribe to English Get Story. We share new stories every week to help you grow your language and your life.
Years ago, a line cook named Miguel stood outside a night shift bakery, inhaling sugar and heat and wondering how he'd ever get out. He had reasons to stay stuck and poetry in his head. He made a rule nobody noticed. Every night before sleep, 2 pages from a nursing textbook. Clothes laid by the door. Alarm set across the room. Not 10 chapters, just 2 pages. Not a new life, just the next step prepared while his future self was still too tired to argue. Months later, the white coat felt less like a miracle and more like something carved slowly, like his name on a tree trunk. He didn't wait to feel ready. A behavioral scientist once told me that nearly half of what we do each day, isn't a decision we think about, its autopilot, steered by context. Plates in the front of the cupboard are the ones we use. The path without pebbles is the path our feet choose. If the guitar lives on the couch, you play it more. If your phone sleeps next to your hand, it will be the first thing you kiss in the morning. We like to think we're creatures of motivation, but we're mostly creatures of arrangement. Change the arrangement, and you change the day. For years, psychologists also believed willpower was like a battery. Use it up, and you're done. The story was tidy. Then replication studies complicated it. The truth looks stranger and more human. What drains you depends on what you believe and what's around you. If you expect every act of restraint to exhaust you, it probably will. If you design the world to carry you, a little fewer decisions, fewer temptations, your strength goes farther. The twist is not that motivation is fake. It's that motivation often shows up after you start, not before. Meanwhile, whole industries are built to rent your spark back to you. Scroll long enough, and you'll be told you can become anyone by next Monday with the right bottle, the right coach, the right quote. The algorithms keep you near the warmth of change without burning anything. And when your real body meets a real morning, There's the blank page, the empty gym, the spreadsheet. It's not that inspiring. It's not supposed to be. Discipline is not fireworks. It's the fuse. This is what discipline really is. A predecision. Deciding the night before that you the sort of person who writes 1 page, runs 10 minutes, studies 8 new words, no bargaining. It's compassion dressed as structure. You don't yell at yourself or make grand speeches. You set the tea out. You lay the clothes down. You place the book where your hand will fall. You make it easier to be who you said you were. A pianist once described it to me this way. Practice begins when I put the bench at the same distance from the keys every time. A ritual so small it looks like nothing. But that's the doorway. That's the vote cast for a future you can't see yet. You don't need to feel brave if the doorway is always in the same place. And there's a strange mercy in this. Discipline shrinks your world to what's in front of you. The mountain becomes a footstep. The novel becomes a sentence. The degree becomes tonight's 2 pages. Suddenly, you're not chasing a feeling. You're honoring a promise. And on the days when motivation does visit that electric surge, it's a bonus, not a requirement. Consider the cathedral builders. No pep talks, no trending sounds. Just stone, lifted and laid. Lifted and laid by people who never lived to see the windows glow. Or the parent who learns a new language, 1 bus ride at a time, whispering verbs to the rhythm of traffic. Or Miguel in his white coat who still keeps his alarm across the room. Because the system that carried him up the hill is the same one that keeps him from sliding back. If there's a secret, it lives in the smallest possible version of the thing you say you want, done so consistently that it stops being a question. That's all discipline is. Closing the debate. Reduce the distance between you and the first step. Put the guitar on the couch. Open the document before bed. Shoes by the door. Kettle primed. The rest is weather. So when morning comes and the world is quiet and you, too, would rather not remember that motivation is a guest, welcome it when it knocks, but don't wait for it. You already have a key. Turn it. Walk through the same doorway you set last night. Let the action create the feeling. Let the fuse glow. Because the life you want isn't built by moods. It's built by motion. Discipline beats motivation, not because it feels better, but because it shows up anyway. And when something or someone shows up for you every day, that is love by another name.
Thank you very much for watching the video to the end. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like and comment to share your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends. See you in the next video. Be well.